is your first time to Xi'an, and this is also our first time to hold this arbitration moot court. And how do you feel about this event? And do you share some your views about the performance of the students?
My name is Paul Godho. I'm a chartered arbitrator and an international arbitrator from Nairobi, Kenya. That's in East Africa. This is the very first visit for me to China, and I'm delighted to be in this university. It's an old university, very well established in law and in other areas. And I understand it was the capital of two very ancient Chinese dynasties, the Zhang and yes, and that's a very long history. I wish I had more time because I would have visited the historical sites of the city. As for the moot, I have been honored to interact in this moot with the best arbitrators in China. They are international arbitrators. Others are professors of international law. Some of them have actually been to my country as consultants, as diplomats, and as professors of law. So it has been a very interesting interaction. As for the scenario or the case study, it's very interesting because it has got very rich history. Very rich history between the English and the French, and the various battles they fought all over the world. In this particular case, they were fighting over land in what is now Canada. In Africa, they also had their many battles over various issues historically, about 50 to 100 years ago. So the case study is very, very interesting historically. Legally, it's also interesting because it raises issues of nationality, forum shopping, where one party flies the flag of a different state just to be able to raise investor claims. It also raises issues of compensation. And there are the underlying issues of culture and religion and all that, especially between the English and the French. So it's all a very interesting scenario. I've enjoyed reading it and hearing the students making their submissions on various aspects. I've also enjoyed listening to the students because they were very, very thoroughly prepared. They understand the historicity of the scenario. They understand the points of law. Many of them brought out the Vienna Convention on the law of treaties, even though it was not specifically mentioned in the scenario. They raised on their own, for example, Article 31, which is to do with the interpretation of treaties. And you could see them wrestling with various clauses under Article 31 of the Vienna Convention of the law of treaties. So it was all very interesting. As for the venue, this university is beautiful, beautiful buildings, beautiful facilities, and many of the rooms are heated, so it's very comfortable.
Yeah. And this is the Shenzhen University, and I think they have helped us to hold this moot a lot.
Yes.
And thanks to you. Thank you for here and being our arbitrator. And we are honored to have you.
The pleasure is all mine.